Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Peace. Let me get everything. Make sure we good on all. Oh, yo, I don't think YouTube is going to work. 1 second, family. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to schedule that one. All right.
To pay a bill. Anybody that is using.
1 second, family. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Peace, family. Peace. Happy Sunday, church. Yes, it's that time, family. It's that time. All right, it is that time. Hold on. All right, cool. We should be good. All right, so we live TikTok. We live on IG. We was supposed to be going live on YouTube. Other devices tripping. Okay. But yeah, let's proceed. Happy Sunday, family. Happy Sunday. All right. A lot of folks is getting remedy, family. All right. A lot of folks is getting a lot of remedy with the utilities. Okay. I'm really kind of see that's a lot of people's first results is getting remedy with their utilities. All right. So just imagine if you never had to come out of pocket for a light bill, or if you never had to come out of pocket for a water bill. Okay, just imagine that. Okay, just imagine that. All right, so today, specifically, family, we're focusing on the term remittance. All right, we're getting straight to it, straight information. I'll go ahead and grab your notepads, grab your notebooks, pen and pencils. All right, I know some of y'all just got out of church. This is church part 2. Okay, you got the fellowship and the motivation. Okay, now it's time for the principles and the purpose. All right. Yes, phone bills as well, family. Phone bill as well. Yeah, YouTube tripping right now, so I'll figure that out later on. But peace and love, family. This live is specifically going over remittance. Okay. Now the whole narrative of this whole live is, why shouldn't you have to pay income when you can pay with interest? All right. A lot of folks don't really understand my tone when I say working is a very uninformed lifestyle. I'm going to say it again. Working for a living is a very uninformed lifestyle. Well, let me explain. Let me explain before you beat me up. Let me explain. Okay. Meaning, everybody that is on here right now, okay, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go ask 5 people the question that I'm about to ask you. All right? The question is, why do you work a job? Why do you pay bills using income? Those 2 questions. All right? And I know somebody probably slapping their teeth right now said, what are you talking about? Duh, we gotta pay income. If we don't pay income, we become homeless. We don't eat if we don't work. I understand that, family. I grew up learning the same information. I be trying to tell folks, family, I didn't come out of my mom's vagina knowing this information. Okay, outside of 4 years ago, I was working too. I didn't know this information either. Okay, I wasn't even thinking about this information. So granted, family, I get it. I understand why you're working, because we're uninformed. Okay? We uninformed. All right? So let's explain. All right? Because nowhere in no law does it say we're supposed to use income to pay bills, family. And when I just slowed my life down and really started reading law that is readily available to all of us, no matter if you're black, white, brown, purple, green, silver, see-through, invisible people, okay? It doesn't matter. This information is for everybody that is doing business in the United States. Did you know these rights are also, these rights are also given to foreigners? Because foreigners can come over here, get an EIN number, and they are subjected to the same rights as somebody that was born here. I think it's great. Okay, I think it's great. Now when I started seeing like, man, it's enough credit to go around for all of us. Now, remember, y'all, for those who just stepping in, stay focused on the word remittance. Because I'm talking in a way of me now knowing what's going on. I'm not talking in a way of me not knowing what's going on. Okay? I'm going to break it down. All right? But again, most people go to work for what? To get money to pay bills, right? Can everybody that's following along with me comment the number 1 if you are working a job just to pay your bills? Just comment 1. Outside of 4 years ago, I would have commented 1 too. Because that's all I know. All right? That's all I know. What is he talking about? Of course, I gotta pay. I got my job to pay. We're so focused on a job and that money to pay a bill, not even understanding the financial aspect of it. We just know to do. I gotta get a job. I gotta get that job to pay the bill. I gotta keep those bills in for my family. Family, that is wrong. Okay? It's wrong. And I'm going to prove it today. So all I ask for you on this great Sunday is just to move your emotions, whatever you feel about me, however you feel about my classes being a certain cost. We're not even talking about a cost right now. We're just talking as adults. Common sense, using information. Okay? I was wrong when I was working a job and using that money to pay a bill. I wasn't reading my contracts. I know for a fact 100% of people that are working are not reading the very contracts that they're paying bills on. What do I mean by that? I'm sure that they didn't read their lease. I'm sure they didn't read their car contract where it specifically says there's a security interest, okay? And the security interest is what covers all debts owed to the principal, family. The problem is we don't understand that we have ties to the principal. We have very wealthy ties, family. Do y'all not know who the principal is? Do y'all not know when they say your principal balance? I see somebody said the lease is too long. I know. All right. And that's what weeds a lot of adults out the way. When an adult says to themselves, this is too much reading. I don't want to read this contract. That's a kid. No offense, no harm to nobody. I'm just showing you by law, that's a minor. And that's the kind way of saying it. It's really called an idiot. Anybody that enters a contract and doesn't read the contract is an idiot, family. 1 USC 1. 1 USC 1. Just go look it up. Because people think I be making up these insults. No, this is what Congress has qualified you to be. Either you're insane, you're disabled, or you're a minor. I was insane, disabled mentally, and a minor once when I wasn't reading anything that I was signing. I just cared about the keys. I just cared about if I got approved. Did I get the keys? Yes, that's all I cared about. Now let me go get a job to go pay for this account. And that's where we go wrong, family. All right, so let's focus back on remittance. All right, now everybody that commented 1, remember I'm asking you as a favor. Go ask 5 people that same question. Hey, why do you work a job? They gonna first slap their teeth like, what is you talking about? What do you mean why I work a job? If I don't work a job, I ain't gonna be able to have no rent money. If I don't work a job, I ain't gonna be able to eat. If I don't work a job, how I'm gonna pay my car note? If I don't work a job, and it's all wrong. You ever thought about being passionately wrong about something? You ever wanted something so bad and figure out, damn, I shouldn't have wanted that. I was wrong. Okay? Now what if I told you we was all wrong? What if I told you we were all wrong? And we can't blame it on nobody because no one told us. Okay? All right? We didn't dive deep enough. They gave us a contract and we didn't even read it. We just jumped to the last page and said, where's my keys? And then we taking pictures. We do the boomerang. Say, thank you, God, for giving me this house. Thank you, God, for... Okay? Even with taxes, family. So just to catch everybody up that's just tapping in, what we're talking about are all bills. We're talking about taxes, mortgage, car note, okay? Food stamps, okay? Bank accounts, all right? You're supposed to be remitting your bills, family. You're not supposed to be paying your bills. You're supposed to be remitting. Do y'all know what remitting means? I didn't know it either, so I'm not talking like a know-it-all. I'm just asking. Do you know what remitting is? Because if you're an honest person and you don't know, you should say, no, I don't know what remitting is. And let me go Google it right quick. Because if you don't know what remittance is, I'm more than positive you're living a wrong life. Doesn't matter how you feel. Again, I'm coming as your friend. I'm not coming as your ops. All right? I'm coming in. I come in peace. All right? If you don't know what remittance means, I'm sure you're using your money to pay bills. Somebody said, how do I remittance things? Now let me ask you an honest question, brother or sister, whoever asked that. I apologize if I can't see the. Do you honestly think you're going to learn how to remit your bills right here, right now? Okay, do you honestly believe it? I know people saying, well, teach me that. Teach me. How much time do y'all think it takes to learn that? Let's just be real for a minute. How much time do y'all think? I'm asking the beginners that's just tapping in. How much time do y'all think it's going to take to learn in an administrative process? And by the way, I'm not here to give legal advice. I'm not a lawyer, okay? So please don't misconstrue me as a lawyer in this for being legal advice. So that should already tell you how much time it takes if I got to give you a disclaimer of I'm not giving legal advice, okay? So really think about it. How much time do y'all think it is? Somebody said months, okay? All right? To get to my understanding right now, today, it took me 4 years to get it how I'm talking right now, how I'm able to do analogies and joke around. Okay, it took me 4 years, and we're still counting because I'm still learning. Okay? Now, granted, some people can get remedy within months, but we're talking about understanding the administrative process. This ain't some, well, teach me, bro. Where you kick back your legs and put your hands behind. Well, go ahead, teach me something, look. Teach me something, young blood. It's not like that, family. Okay, I'm here to give you the free information because it's free. It's free. All right? Now let's get back to it. Everything that I'm saying, you can Google it, family. But the problem is, a lot of us are terrible researchers. What do I mean by that is, you suck at finding information on the worldwide internet. But for some reason, you can find who's cheating on who's dating whose butt is real, whose shame is fake, okay? But for some reason, you can find all that out. But you can't find out free information that you're supposed to be learning how to use and how to enforce. Okay? So again, keyword of the day, remittance. Did y'all know that the IRS has a remittance department? I'm saying it again. Did y'all know that the IRS has a remittance department? And do y'all not know how many people are getting their wages garnished by the IRS all because they don't know how to remit the tax bill? Family, this is a beautiful world to live in at this time. Oh my gosh, my fingertips is tingling right now. I feel like I can move some shit with my mind right now, okay? It is a beautiful time to be alive if you can tap into this information, family. Okay? And y'all gotta understand, we gotta hide the humor behind the information. So when I get on here and be goofy, understand, we have to do that for entertainment purposes. Okay? All right? So I have to sometimes go off gear and say some shit that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. Okay? All right? That's what we just have to do. If you're not smart enough to see through the lines, my friend, maybe next lifetime. Maybe next lifetime. Okay? But there is a whole remittance department at the IRS. All right? Do you not know how many people are getting their wages garnished? Do you not know how many people owe the IRS? And when they see those bills, the first thing they say is, God, I don't have that type of money. Not even reading the bill. It never said that you're supposed to pay the IRS. It says that the account is due. That's all these folks say. And once I started reading, family started saying like, damn, they're not even saying I owe them. They're saying that the account is due. I'm going to say that again, family, because once you understand what they're saying, you can really understand why you're not supposed to be using income. They're telling you, hey, the account is due. How do you want to handle this? What do? We think they're saying, hey, you owe us money. Pay up. Because that's what we think business is. That's not business, family. They're telling us, hey, because the corporation is the agents, meaning the security guards for the for your account. Let me say that again, because people always say, oh man, he's switching up his words or mumbling his words because he don't know what he's talking about. So let me clarify what I'm saying for all the grammar police out there. Okay? When they're telling you, all right, the account is due, they are acting like the security guards for the account. Anytime the account is due, they have been hired to collect for the principal. The problem is we don't understand that we are the ones that hired them. I hired you, Bank of America, to protect my account, to manage my account. Y'all are account managers, not owners. Managers feel big when they're around people that's under them. Managers don't feel as big when they get around owners. How many of you managers are out there? All right, you be talking big boss to the folks that you point fingers to, but as soon as that owner come in, you straighten up, don't you? I know, I done seen it. Okay, now you got to remember, when the owner steps in, all management has to abide by the owner's instruction. But what if I told you we're in a situation where the owner thinks that they are the borrowers? That's the matrix, family. That's the matrix. Okay, and I think LeBron James' son is going to do amazing in the NBA. Me personally, I think he's going to do amazing in the NBA. All right, because he's just been brought up from a good pedigree. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James been in the gym a long time. a long time. Okay? A very long time. So to say his son is not going to be good is, come on now. TikTok, come on now. LeBron James' son is going to be great. All right? Some say he sucked. I don't, no. The kid is going to be great. Okay, the kid going to be great. All right? So great. All right? Now imagine if he knew about remittance. Y'all see how we got back on track? All right, because remittance is what you're supposed to do. All right, when you receive tax bills, family. I'm not here to give legal advice. I'm just here to give information in an entertainment manner. All right, in a real entertainment manner. Now, you can get lost in the entertainment or you can get lost in the information. All right, now that's a kicker right there. Hey, that's a tough situation to be in. A lot of people is lost in entertainment. And once I figure that out, I'm like, oh man, okay. All right. Now remember, Well, remittance is the word of the day. Remittance is the word of the day. How many of y'all, while I've been talking, went to Google and typed in IRS remittance department? Y'all know how many people didn't do it? Just watching me right now, still focusing on LeBron James and LeBron James' son. That's how shit be though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally, you can just throw something out there. Now folks focusing on that. Don't even understand what we did right there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, oh man, it's so easy to distract people. And I remember the ones that used to get distracted too. Man, it'd be right before test day. You know you got to cram. You be in the class. Then your homeboy start doing a little beat in the back. Then you start distracted. That's how we was. Okay. Now who looked up the IRS remittance department? Who looked up what the word remittance meant? Remit means to transfer funds. I'm going to say it again. Remittance means to transfer funds. We're supposed to be transferring, not working. Y'all know how many people argue with me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look, somebody just said, why Google say people that get remedy are scammers? Do they want us to keep getting fucked? All right. Well, I also went to Google, right? I went to, it was the SEC. They was talking about there is a scheme going around where people think they have an imaginary government account. And as I read it, family, I agreed. Because there isn't an imaginary government account. There's a real government account. You got to really hear how they play on words, man. If you don't understand that, man, you're going to get lost. And that's when I had to really pull back and like, yo, I'm not going to be able to save everybody. All right, I'm not going to, it's going to be people, more people that I talk to that's going to say that I'm crazy than the actual people that say, man, get out of here. You got to watch the wordplay, family. No, you can't just use your social and just go get whatever you want. That's not how you use it. There's an administrative process that you have to do to utilize it. People are saying it in a layman's terms. You don't just walk around and say, I got a social security card that pays for everything. Family, that is not the lingo. And that's why all of you that say, why don't you just tell us? Because this is a private administrative process. But yes, it's public information, but the process is private. And if you don't know the private way of doing things, family, you're going to get lost in the public. You're going to get lost in public terms. Yeah, I went to the SEC.gov and seen where it says, hey, there has been a scheme that's came about. And people are thinking that they can use their government account to pay all their debts. And when I read that, I was like, yo, who the hell they think they is? And y'all felt like, what's his name off Boondocks? What's the dude with the big eye? Uncle Ruckus. I was like, what? These foolish hood rats. What? They think they can do what? All the reading we do. All the studying we had to do. Y'all think y'all can just step up to the plate and just hit a home run and just get remedy? Y'all the ones messing it up for everybody. I'm just so glad I got in when I did. Woo! I'm glad I got in when I did. All right. And I feel bad for the ones that's coming in now. A lot of people before you has messed it up. Not mess it up to the point of impossible. Just mess it up like now you gotta actually have your paperwork right. It ain't playing horse no more. It ain't where you can get a little bit there and you can scare them and it ain't that no more, family. You gotta be dead right. All right, so for all you beginners, all you advanced people, okay, that just thinks, well, I sent all my documents, family. If that's all you think it is, please hang this up, family. All right, please hang this up. This is not for the kids. The kids eat over there, okay? Adults eat inside the books, okay? Kids go color with crayons and... Nah, that's a bad analogy. Crayons can be for adults. Kids be, just be in play mode. Adults gotta handle business, okay? And the first way to handle business is knowing what you can and can't do in contracts, family. All right, I'm the man that's a messenger here to give folks options of what they can do, and they quick to beat me up and say, you can't do none of that. You listen to these guys if you want to. I'm like, God damn, Sally. Damn. It's like, who hurt you? Who has hurt you, people? And it be people of all shades. Black, brown, white, blue. Some people be so black they blue. So that's why I say blue. Beautiful melanin color. All right? But you got to really think about it, family. Some of us are such in a traumatic state. We hear positive or hear good. We instantly say, nah, no, it's too good to be true. And I'm just like, oh my God, we are so poor. We are so poor, family. Y'all know how many people tell me, hey man, it sounds too good to be true. And I'm like, I bet it does. That's why you should go read. I'm sure it does sound too good to be true. That's why you have to follow up and go read what we're talking about. But you know what people do? They say, nah, too good to be true. I ain't gonna waste my time with that. I got a real job. I like paying my bills on time. And it's like, man, do you hear yourself, man? Yeah, I get on here and troll back and forth people. Man, sometimes I'll be embarrassed for some of y'all children. And yes, that was an insult. Okay? Because let my daddy have had somebody try to give him some information as us being young and we struggling going here and he not man, what? And let me find out. What? Man, I never talk to my daddy again. What? You mean to tell me, daddy, somebody been trying to tell you there's other options so you don't got to work 80 hours a week, but your chest so big and you so wrong, you want to tell somebody, no, it's too good to be true. I've been doing it for this long, and my daddy, and my daddy's daddy, and my dad. And it's like, yo, what are we doing? I don't know what I did in my last lifetime, but I want to thank, okay, all that is good for giving me all that is great. Okay? Okay? All right, go ahead and write that bar down. I don't know where that came from. All right, but yeah, because sheesh. I didn't have to see no results. I didn't have to see no remedy. All somebody had to do was tell me there is no law that says you had to pay a bill, and I didn't go snooping in nobody's pockets. I went straight to the law because they told me where to go. They told me where to go. They told me to go to the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act. Didn't even tell me exactly where to go. Just say go there. And I just went. And the universe led me to what I needed to read. How many religious folks out there? I'm not religious at all. Could care less about it. All right. But have you ever noticed when you open up the Bible, it always goes to a part that seems to resonate with your current situation. It's amazing. It's like you can just flip it over and boom. I'm like, damn. I'm looking around like, what in the world? Okay, that's literally what happened to me. When I talk about scriptures, family, I could be talking about the Bible, or I could be talking about the law. A lot of y'all confuse me with a Christian when I'm not. Okay, I'm not religious at all. Okay? I'm not religious at all. I'm just here to inform anybody of any religion that, hey, you got to learn business along with whatever your religion is, because I'm sure whatever your religion is, it tells you you're supposed to give works, not physical work, family. You're supposed to be a creator. Okay? You're supposed to be a creator. Okay, but back to it. All right? Understand, the laws was free. Okay, so as I'm reading, I go to the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act, and I'm reading. This is something that really stuck with me when I was a beginner. All right, I was reading, and it was saying that debt collectors cannot call you anytime that is inconvenient. So, and then the thought bubble popped in my head. It was like, well, it's never convenience for me. And then I was like, whoa. You mean to tell me if I tell the debt collector that called me like, hey, I work 24/7, it's always an inconvenience. Stop calling me. Stop sending me letters. If you send me another letter, it'll be a violation of my Fair Debt Collections Practices Act. Y'all, once I got cold with that, I'm like, what? And they stopped calling me? This is before I knew all the other stuff. This is before I knew all the other stuff. Okay? Now, was I walking around saying, none of these people ever show remedy? Some of y'all are some losers, man. God, I wouldn't be around some of y'all with a 10-foot pole the long way. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed to kind of say a lot of you are my brethrens, okay? Because we're in it, whether we like it or not, we're in this nation together. We got to help each other bring this debt down, okay? The debt is extremely high because no one is claiming the interest. All right? But I'll have to say, y'all, knowing what I know now, man, I'm embarrassed of my old self. Somebody tried to tell me the other day, man, it seemed like you forgot where you came from. And I'm like, yo, I don't give a damn about how you feel about how I feel about where I came from. I was never supposed to be in that situation. Some people are like, well, that's what made you. Like, man, do you not understand? Yes, that's what made me. But imagine if I was already made. Man, a lot of times that talk don't even resonate with a lot of people. All right, because a lot of people tell me I got to be humble. I don't got a lot of friends, y'all. I really don't be around a lot of people. Because as soon as I open my mouth up, man, they get the, oh my gosh, today. And I'm like, God damn. Okay? Now again, family, it's information. I wouldn't be like this if I didn't know this information. I wasn't like this before I knew this information. What? I would be the guy that used to tell you, hey, man, my job hiring. All right, you don't got to have no experience. Just tell them this, tell them you did a job over there and they're going to fly. That was me. I could get you 100 jobs in a month. That was me. And if anybody knows me prior to this, they'll tell you. That's all I was talking about. And as soon as I learned, man, what? I still got folks calling, hey man, your old company still hiring? I'm like, bro, what? Old company? What? It's almost like I forgot what I used to do. Because I don't be thinking about that. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's so past me, y'all. And I'm not here to be humble. I'm here to let you know when you really start reading what's going on, you're going to look back like, man, what in the world? What? You mean to tell me? And a lot of people do that when they start really tapping in. Like, you mean to tell me? And I'm like, yes. I mean to tell you, yes. All the motherfucking hours you did was a waste. Didn't mean to cuss TikTok. My apologies. We got to keep it clean for TikTok, okay? All right? Got to keep it clean for TikTok. All right? But yes, I'm telling you, you wasted. Yes, you wasted your time. Yes, I had to look myself in the mirror and say, hey, I wasted all that time when I was saying I was getting money for my family, putting food on the table. Oh, yeah, I was doing that, but I was doing it the wrong way. I was doing it the wrong way. Doesn't matter how anybody feels. You know how many humble people try to tell me, well, you was doing it the best way you could. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. The best way I could wasn't good enough. Some people crash out. Yeah, City View coach. I felt like a big dummy too. Yes, we got to come to the realization, man, I'm a big dummy right now. Because I don't know what remittance is. I don't know what a security interest is. And I signed the damn contract. So it's either A, I'm insane, B, I'm disabled, or C, I'm a minor. Which one would y'all rather choose? You got to pick one. Which one would y'all rather choose? Somebody right now saying, I'm neither. I'm great. I'm intelligent. I'm the best. And I'm like, well, show me. Show me. Because the law says if you don't know anything about your contract, you're an idiot. I'd rather say, hey, I'm a minor. Because I just didn't know. Okay, yeah, I'm a minor, but hey, hold on now. Y'all know we got a lot of kids grow up fast. You ain't never seen a minor grow up in 24 hours. You see what I'm saying? Not saying it's gonna take that long, but I'm saying, hey, I can wake up tomorrow. Hopefully some of y'all wake up today. Now, how do I start out being an adult? By getting off this live and going to get all of my contracts. How do I do that? I'm gonna start making phone calls. I'm gonna write down all the numbers, all the addresses I have. All right, to all the contracts I have. Meaning, let's do the 5. It might not even be the top 5. Apartment or mortgage, car, credit card, light bill. What's another huge? What's one more? Somebody give me one more. Taxes. Let's just say tax bill. All right, I'm going to get all the contracts on those. How do I do that? All right, how do I get the contract to my mortgage? For those that don't understand emails, did you know that they send all your disclosures to your emails? That's your first step. I'm going to my emails, going to the very first emails that I got from this corporation when I signed this contract, okay? Because my contract might be in my email. All right, now if I don't find it in my email because I suck at finding things on my email. Some of us is just piss poor at finding emails and be right in our damn face. I can't find it. I've had so many people miss my classes because they couldn't find the email, okay? Literally. All right. Now, if you can't find the email, what you can do is call. All right. This is what I would say. Again, I don't give any legal advice. This is just something I would do if I was in that situation. I'm going to call and say things like, hey, I just came into a lot of money and I'm here to pay off my house. Can y'all please send me a payoff sheet and the contract? I'm feeling good. I'm getting out of the debt here. I might, just throw some extras. I might just say, hey, I hit the lottery. I just hit on the scratch off for, I might even tell them. I just hit off the scratch off for $2.5 million. Sally, I need a payoff sheet, my contract, because Sally, I'm ready to close it out. Okay, literally, I might get animated as hell. Okay, now why am I doing that? I'm doing that because I'm not going to call and say, hey, I need my contract so I can endorse my bill because my social security card pays for all my bills and HJR 192 says that I can only pay in gold and silver and we're in emergency banking and You see what I'm saying? Like all that yippee yap. Nobody cares. All right, I'm calling on I just hit off a scratch off and I need the payoff sheet and I need the contract. All right, because I'm ready to give y'all money so we can, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, congratulations, sir. Yeah, so we can get that right over to you. You got to know how to articulate yourself, family. All right, another thing is a lot of us suck at articulating ourselves. If y'all seen my inbox and there's people that come to my inbox and they tell me exactly, hey, pop. It's some people that come to talk to me. Y'all, I understand the coach, but shit, I can't even understand. Like, hey, bro, you feel me? It's like, I'm going through some little shit. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I need some help with this shit. I'm like, yo, I said, brother, what are you talking about, man? Like, that's like, I got babies. I got little kids. So it's like we're asking them, that. I'm like, what you talking about, sir? Articulate yourself. All right? Because if you can't do that like this, you definitely not going to be able to do it on documentation. And documentation is over communication. My bad. Documentation is over conversation. So if you don't know how to articulate yourself, okay, and it all comes back because a lot of us are limited. We've limited ourselves. All our friends are just like us. We don't have a friend that's totally different from us that we can learn from. A lot of us can't even learn from our friends because we do the same things. And then we say, well, I've been cool with my friends since day one. Y'all have not learned anything together. Nothing. Just a bunch of memories. And hey, you remember that time you fell off your bike and you scraped your knee? You remember that? And then the dog jumped over the... I'm like, yo, what are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Getting chased by some damn dogs. Eating hot dogs cold on a Saturday morning. Watching Teen Titans. Man, come on. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? That's why we're friends. That's why. Just remember, you can only go as far as your friends, family. You can only go as far as your friends. Imagine being the only one that cares about this information. My friend, you're not going nowhere. It's too hard. It's too difficult. It's not possible. It ain't possible to get remedy and still be mingling with the same people that was around when you didn't even know about this information. That's why I say you got to isolate to elevate. Now, why do I say you got to isolate to elevate? Because you can't elevate until you isolate. How do you elevate with weights on you? You have to separate from the weights. Did y'all know our peers are our weights? You haven't got to the next level because there are weights on you. There's a certain pool of friends that don't even reveal themselves to you because you have weights. What if there was a friend that you're cool with that, meaning that another person don't know, but that's not happening because the universe, hey, you got to close the door before you open the next one. You can't have two doors open up. What? So understand, I would say find friends like myself. Now that may be the ego in me, but the more I look at it, the more I see it, more people need friends like me. I lose all my friends and I love it because I've been holding folks accountable and I've just been losing folks one by one. At first I was like, no. Now I'm like, yes. Yes. Who next? Okay? Because I know that I got to be the exterminator. I see what I got to do now. Okay? I'm saying what it takes to get, I can know all the information I want. I'm not going to be able to be focused if I'm not around the right people. It's just what it is. That's just what it is, family. No one has ever did it the other way. And the folks that have done it the other way, they have lost everything due to who? Their peers. So I say, me personally, become the most selfish individual. Meaning don't mess folks over. That's not what I'm saying. Because a lot of people, when they hear that, they think, oh, you understand. It's not what I'm saying. Get so selfish about where you need to be personally. Okay? All right? And when you get there, and then look up and see who's there. All right? Because by the time you get to talking back to those people that you was cool with, they're going to be like, damn, bro, you done got shit. Hey, man, shit, I'm trying to be... And it's like, yo, where were you? Where were you? And then you start finding new friends. Finding friends that's on a whole other side of the country. Y'all get to talking like, damn. Yeah, exactly. Hey, how many of y'all have been in a situation like that? You get into the group and be like, oh my gosh, I found my family. That's how it is. Some of us haven't left the nest. Some of us haven't left the nest. All right, a lot of y'all trying to hold on for dear life. How far does your loyalty take you? They don't ever talk about the negative side of loyalty. We just hear that word loyal and just say, I'm loyal. You know how many people are loyal to their jobs? You know how many people are loyal to their jobs? And the best that they've gotten was a pizza party and they name in a 4-cornered frame on the wall when you first walk in past the time clock. Loyal to what? Folks be like, I'm loyal to my friends. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean to be loyal to your friends? We're going to get back to remittance. But what does it mean to be loyal to your friends? What does that mean, family? I'm supposed to be there every time my friend calls. Now, great. First time, cool. Second time, okay. Depending on what the problem is, I'm supposed to jump every time. Where's my friends loyal for my protection? Where's my friends' loyalty for my sanity? You know how many people put you in situations and hold you accountable if you don't react how they want you to react? That's why I say, family, get selfish, family. And all those folks that's telling you you're emotionless, you're selfish, say, yes, I am selfish. Because if we're both selfish, no one can feel like they're getting taken advantage of, can they? Get selfish. Get selfish. That's all. That's the best advice I could ever give somebody. Get selfish. You don't have to ever worry about nobody using and abusing you. That doesn't mean for you to go use and abuse. That's just putting yourself first. Always. Always, family. For y'all that don't put yourself first, you already know what that life is like. Okay? All right, you're burning out. All right? You ain't got much longer of that. A lot of y'all hold everybody else's emotions on your back. You gonna crash one day. And you just gonna snap and start cussing everybody out. And they be like, man, when did he start doing that? You better let go before it's too late. The day I let go, oh my God, I was like, man, I been needed to do this. And then I really started learning the information, family. The information started coming. I really was reading. I'm talking about hours on. I wasn't forcing myself. I read so much, family. I read so much. I came to a form called 911. I thought the universe was playing tricks on me, family. It's called Form 911. Form 911. Guess what that is, family? When you're in trouble, who are you supposed to call? For all you street guys, it's too tough. We're not talking to you right now. When a situation happens, okay? When the emergency is going down, who do you call? Call 911. If you're having troubles with your tax documents, you're supposed to fill out a Form 911. That's a request for a taxpayer advocate. When I seen that, I started dying laughing. Man, I'm like, yo, this can't be this easy. What? That's why I realized, yo, the IRS is supposed to be helping us. I don't look at them as, I look at them like friends. All right? So remittance, family, remittance. That's the word of the day. All right? I'm going to leave this live up. Today is the last day. And again, y'all, I'm not on here to sell you anything. All right, because the information is free. You can go to irs.gov. You go to sec.gov. They explain what a security is. Okay. Now, again, once you read this information, family, understand, you're not going to understand what it's saying. That's why we have classes. Okay, that's why we have class, because you have to have a more broken down approach than just somebody saying, hey, go to Google. But when we say go to Google, family, that's the free way. That's the free way. You go to Google and you see how much you can muster up, how much you can gather up, how much research you can do. Compare that with YouTube, okay? Compare that with some folks' pages that's going around, all right? Literally, all right? But when you get to a point of, man, I've done all the reading I could do at this capacity, you might need to buy a class, family, all right? Especially for somebody that has done it before, especially from somebody that has students that has done it and is doing it. Okay? Literally. All right? Now, all my courses right now, today is the last day. Okay? Today is the last day. All right? Matter of fact, I think I'm going to be on TikTok. No, matter of fact, TikTok, I don't even think y'all was able to take advantage of the deal that I had going on where all my classes was $88 due to the fact that we reached 88,000 followers on Instagram. You can get each of my courses for $88, or you can get all my courses for $300. So that's a class included if you get them all for $300. Now, we did have that going for a week. A lot of my Instagram followers tapped in. I don't know if my Instagram followers tapped in. I don't know if TikTok, I don't know if y'all were able to tap in with that. But yes, I do offer that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend it another week. Okay? I'm going to extend it another week because I definitely don't want to leave TikTok out, even though it was more geared for our Instagram, but we all family. Okay? So we're going to extend it another week. So the discount will end next Monday. All right? So I'll have another live next Sunday. Probably do one before the end too, but for sure on Sunday. All right, classes are in the link in my bio. All right, so let me just kind of break down each class. Okay, I have a class where it talks about benefits of being a tenant. All right, because the original title was very misleading, and that a lot of people just read that title was like, oh snap, I ain't got it. So we had to change the title. Okay, so the title is benefits of being a tenant. In that class, you will learn the tenant rights. Okay, now we go through a lot of different states in that class. If you don't see your state, do not be alarmed. Still look up your state's tenant and landlord obligations. And you will see a lot, if not all states, okay, once the tenant gives an application to the landlord, that right there, my friend, is a security collateral, and that can be used to pay for future rents. Again, I'm not here to give legal advice. I'm just here to give you information in situations, what I would do in certain situations. Okay, now I got another class called Benefits of Knowing Your Contract. That class is probably the best class of them all. Now all the classes come together, but that class right there is like a basic foundation of why it's beneficial to read your contract. We go over contracts in the class. We go over a CarMax car contract specifically, where it talks about in the contract. So if y'all got CarMax contract, look at where it talks about security interest. It literally says, you give us security interest. The security interest can be used to cover all debts owed to the principal. Now, the problem is a lot of us don't read that and take advantage of that. We don't send in writing saying, hey, I want to go ahead and enforce the right of the security interest to go ahead and pay all debts owed. Now, is it that simple just saying it? No, family. You got to have your documentation to go along with that. All right, you will learn that in the class as well. All right, so that's the contract exposed. I have a endorse, enforce, reloaded. And that class is going to show you how to properly endorse Okay, how to properly structure your letter when you're sending it to the corporation, when you're getting into conversations. All right, you definitely want to build a rapport with these corporations. You don't want to just come in and say, hey, I'm here to endorse my bill. Yeah. Y'all got to remember, it's not them, it's us. We're the ones that's been doing business wrong, and we got to come correct. Okay. I have a beginner course as well. Now, my beginner course is not $88. My beginner course is $50. My beginner course will always be $50 because in my beginner course, it's me basically reading through X. No documentation. Literally, you can just sit down and listen to it. And remember, all my classes are lifetime use. All right, well, at least until whatever that Zoom account gets shut down, and it's not gonna get shut down anytime soon. But that my beginner class is $50. My beginner class is going to basically break down the acts I'm going to read. I'm going to break it down to you in law form. All right, I'm also going to break it down the law to laymen so you can understand what it's saying. Because it's not about just reading some things, family. You got to read and comprehend what it's saying. Okay. Now you can get all those classes for the price of $300. Okay. Again, that deal ends next Monday, so jump on it while you can. Me and Dev Hawk, we supposed to be going live as well. I've been kind of busy. My bad. We're supposed to be doing another live because me and him has a class August 10th, August 11th. Okay, structuring. All right, the benefits of understanding your rights when it comes to child support. Okay, again, we're not here to help deadbeats. We're not here to help anybody not handle their responsibilities. This information isn't for anybody that isn't handling their responsibilities. All right, I want to first say that. Okay, let's just put ourselves in a person that's a messed up individual. They don't take care of none of their kids. Let's say they buy the class. All right, their heart isn't even in the right place to even piece this stuff together. The class is only $100, so anybody and their mama can easily just buy the never pay child support class again. But the title is kind of misleading. All right, but you also have to know that it's an administrative process. Okay, it's not the fact that, okay, I'm about to take this and I'm never going to pay child support again. Family, no, you have to understand there's an administrative process that you have to prove that the child support doesn't have any rule over you. Okay, and after you knock that out the way, all right, then you can go back and claim all the unearned interest that you came out of your pocket because you came out of income every single month. Whole time the state already had an escrow account for the baby. That's why it's important for both parents to understand that the baby already has an account for it. All right, the mama ain't got to come out of pocket. The daddy ain't got to come out of pocket. And that's why this class, August 10th and August 11th, is so important, family. You get two classes for the price of one. Again, it's $100. Link is in my bio. That's August 10th, August 11th. Okay. I also have a mentorship coming up in September where we will be meeting 3 times a week, 3 hours a day for the full month of September. All right, we probably got about 10 spots left for our September mentorship. All right, in that we will be going over how to properly endorse your bills. Okay, how to properly file taxes. Okay, how to properly, listen carefully, family, how to properly do your administrative process, family. That is so important. There's many ways to do administrative process, but if you aren't cold with your administrative process, just know you're still in training. You should not be sending anything off if you aren't strong with your administrative process. All right, I'm a man that don't hide prices. So that September mentorship is $2,000, family. Yes, $2,000 to get in that mentorship. So that's 10 hours a week with me September. So that's what, 35 hours for that month. So 3.5 weeks. So yeah, we're going to have about 35 hours that we're diving into in September, family. That's more than enough information that's going to get you started on your way. And I ain't gonna put no date where you should get remedy. I'm not going to do that, but just know, if you tap in, fam, you're going to get remedy way faster than what a lot of folks get, okay? Trust and believe. Every time I do a new mentorship, it's new information. It's new information. All right, because we're not stopping, family. We're not stopping. Okay? So again, if anybody want to get any courses, link is in my bio. Don't miss it. TikTok, link is in my bio. Don't miss it. If anybody want to book a one-on-one with me, it is not free and it's not cheap. A lot of folks are trying to pick my brain. A lot of folks trying to get, direct information. I'm cool with that. All right, but you got to pay the fee, family. I'm not here to do anything for free. I'm too selfish to just give my time out for free. Okay? All right? So with that being said, y'all, peace, love. Make sure y'all be safe. Make sure y'all tap in with a class. If you don't have the fee, you can still go read for free. All right? Peace and love, y'all.